Hello learners, this is Najus, Alib's instructor for your Arduino programming course. In the previous episode, we have discussed quite a couple of things about serial begin and also about the parameter 9600. But I forgot to mention one more point about the parameter passing. It's not mandatory to use 9600 all the time. But keep in mind that if two devices has to communicate, the baud rate that you pass must be the same, else it won't work. This was all about the content of the previous episode. In this episode, you will be learning about serial.print and println function. You might be thinking about what these two different functions do or which one to use and when to use it. Worry not, let me clear it for you. Just think about the case that there are two people in which one works very hard and the other one seems to be more lazy. Don't you think at the end both will have some results? For example, the one who works very hard will have the highest probability of getting success, but the other one will end up losing. So here success and failure are the results. What if there are no results at all? Then no one will consider working hard at all, isn't it? Now let's apply the same analogy to Arduino. Consider that you are working on your project and you have dumped some code to your Arduino. The code may be related to blinking LED or anything. Now after dumping you might get the output or may not, but you don't know what's actually happening inside the Arduino. So to visualize the data, we are making use of serial.print function. Let's be practical. I have written a code which sums the two numbers. If you don't get the results, how will you know whether the code is working or not? So we'll just print the summed value and let's see what's actually happening. Now we have got the output on the serial monitor. Now you might have got the idea when to use and why to use serial.print function. Just don't come out of this. I'll even clear what's println function. Keep in mind that ln stands for new line. Now let's get back to the same analogy of adding two numbers. Now what if I want to add two more numbers like this? Let's copy paste the same content and we'll change the values and then we'll upload the code. The number is getting merged and this is not as expected. What do you think? What's really affecting a code? Let's try to change this print to println and then let's see what would be the output. Yep, we are getting it right. It's because what println does is it first prints the content and then it goes to the new line. It's because by default it comes with a terminating character. Now you might be asking, what is terminating character? It's just a /n, but this is not a good practice when you have a predefined function like println. This was pretty much for this episode. I hope that you're enjoying. Then a sub to the channel would be stupendous. Thank you.